guys, sorry about that. I had to pee, and with my disability, when I gotta go, I gotta go. So I apologize, but I'm back. All right, Keeper of the Secrets. Master of Disguise. With a web of truths carefully guarded. I don't think I did this yet. No, I didn't, because it's still on 5. Okay, so let's choose what applies here. 2. Guarded persona. Trusts no one, keeping her chaos close to her chest. That's very interesting. Didn't say her just once. It's almost like it was like, yeah, you heard right. It's female energy. And in case you didn't hear right, I'm going to say her one more time. Trusts no one, keeping her cards close to her chest. Okay, I thought I was going to choke. All right. Let's go on to the next one. But we're going to really focus on this next, like after I finish this. Okay. Can I have a hidden variable for hidden assets? Did I say hidden variable? That's interesting. 5 diamonds, the whistleblower. What did I say about what is going to bring this case justice? Is somebody having the courage to come forward and admit, yeah, this is what's going on. This is how I know it's going on. And this is why. And that's what will give this case justice. Until that happens, all we can do is speculate. So let's get okay, what passage on the card applies? We got 2 again. The fallout of a scandal. The whistleblower. One voice ignites a firestorm. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Give me a missing variable for stakeout, please. Four of clubs. The investigator's haven. A solid foundation for cracking the case. All right. What passage on the card applies to stakeout in reverse? 2 again. 2, 2, 2. Interesting. Gridlock between legal teams or investigators. All right. Okay. The smoking gun. Irrefutable evidence that changes everything. And that card was 5. The first whispers of a cover-up or a conspiracy. Okay. Give me one or two cards that describes this irrefutable evidence. We've got the Page of Swords upright. And the Two of Cups upright. So the Page of Swords is about vigilancy, being vigilant, watching your back. Having a thirst for knowledge. Irrefutable evidence. That changes everything. And then we have the Two of Cups, and this is like joining forces, mutual respect, unity, a unified partnership, like, but not just like, it's not like love, romantic love. This is like a deep connection, because your morals align. And also the Page of Swords has this like relentlessness to it. Like I'm not going to rest until type energy. So, and what fuels this person's vigilance, desire for vigilance, whatever, is this refutable evidence. And the desire for justice. So, what is this refutable evidence? We're going to get some more minis, and hopefully the minis can help describe that. Okay. Give me the first mini that helps describe what this irrefutable piece of evidence is. Where can we find this irrefutable piece of evidence? Okay, I've got two cards. We've got AI in reverse. So upright, it would be artificial intelligence. This is in reverse. This is actual, real truth. And then we have a false flag event. And also on the card it says terrorist or terrorism. So this irrefutable piece of evidence is real intelligence. It's not made up. It has to do with a false flag event that was put in place just to terrify people, just to spread fear. Okay, can you give me some descriptors as to what this piece of evidence looks like? What kind of evidence is it? That kind of thing. Okay, we've got fire in reverse. Fire in reverse. I'm wondering if it was partially burned. So the fire didn't consume all of it. And what the fire is implying, so what the fire is adding to this piece of evidence. So yes, there's the evidence, and then there was attempts on burning the evidence. So it's like whoever had this in their position can't say that, oh, I didn't try to get rid of it. Obviously you did, because it's partially burned. So it adds insult to injury. Okay. What other thing can you describe about this piece of evidence? Home and safety. And it's upright. Home and safety. Let's get a token, because oh my god, I didn't even touch it. Like, it just jumped out. You guys saw that, right? You saw that, right? And we've got a devil. Number 15. Lower nature, trappings of the material world, and temptation. Okay. So, and you know what's interesting? It landed right on death. Okay, so this is evidence that I believe it landed on the death card for a to add additional meaning to this, okay? So, no, this token is not specifically for the death card, but in this instance, it's adding an additional layer of information to this token. And what that is this piece of evidence, okay, is usually used for home safety. But somebody tried to destroy this piece of evidence with fire, but not fully. It wasn't able to fully consume it, probably because of the material that it was made out of. And it has direct involvement in the deaths. I'm thinking this is a weapon of some kind. Because, okay, you know, the first thing that's coming to mind is a firearm. And there was that one ejected bullet. So, I'm wondering if they tried to burn off the serial number, or if they put it in the fire hoping that the heat would burn off latent prints, because, you know, it's part of the map. And so, yeah, this is the death card. This landing on the death card is like, okay, yes, it was used in the unalivings. You usually use it for home safety, and that's probably what the perpetrator is claiming it was for. Yeah. Okay. This makes sense. So, let's go to this one. This one I really want to look into. So I'm going to put these cards back in the deck. We're going to focus on the Queen of Diamonds. And we're going to focus on guarded persona, trusts no one, and keeps her cards close to her chest. So, two cards that flipped over. 5 of Cups, moving on. 5 of Cups in reverse, moving on. And the 9 of Swords in reverse, learning to cope, ending a mental torment, and healing and relief. So that is this Queen of Diamonds energy. Funny how she can do that, but Nobody else can. Then I get the Empress that just flipped over. This is divine feminine energy, being nurturing, caring. And then we get the Five of Wands, which is conflict and disagreements. So, okay. Let's put these cards back. We've got the base energy of this Queen of Diamonds with these cards. Putting them back. Gonna reshuffle, and then we're gonna start delving into this girl, this woman. So what do I want to ask? What are the cards that she's keeping close to her chest? I think that's a fairly legit, fair question to ask. What cards is this woman keeping close to her chest? Oh, that's too many. Okay, first we've got the Three of Pentacles upright. What cards is this woman keeping close to her chest? And then we have the Sun in reverse. And then we have Seven of Cups in reverse. And came out down, we've got the Queen of Wands upright. Okay, let's work from this. So, Queen of Pentacles, or sorry, Three of Pentacles upright. The Sun in reverse. I'll read these two first. So this is collaboration. This is, like I said, there's a lot of players here. And so this is just, she's one of the players. And we talked about a lost financial opportunity. Well, the Sun in reverse is delayed gratification. And immediately I felt like I can't cash in. I cannot. This is not going to pay out to me because they're no longer alive. But this energy is temporary. This is like temporary disappointment. It's like, yeah, like I'm disappointed now because I'm not going to get that gratification that I was like waiting to receive, but I know that there's just going to be another one coming through and I'll eventually get what I deserve, is how I'm reading the energy. Like conceited, arrogant, entitled, just disgusting energy. There's just another one coming through. Like the victims are endless. And that's how I feel this person talks. It's weird. Okay. Ooh. I'm getting like a drawl in the accent. Like, I'm Canadian, so I'm sure I kind of talk different. I don't know if this is Boston, Philly, New York, somewhere around there, but that's what I'm feeling like this accent is. Or it's just fake from those areas that this person puts on. So whether it's genuine or it's natural, whatever, but I do believe that that is how they talk. Allegedly, my opinion. So next we've got the Seven of Cups in reverse. This is about not being distracted. Okay? And then we have the Queen of Wands upright. And this is like totally being self-assured and confident and independent, in like yourself and your truth. So this is telling me is that all of the distraction techniques are not working anymore. And crap, I lost it. Hang on a second. Like, people aren't taking her at her word anymore. And the secrets that she's keeping close to her chest, the main secrets are the people that she is collaborating with. It's almost like I'm getting like the Epstein list vibes. Like, the people that were on that list, like, you can't just name them, because the consequences of naming them, like, are astronomical. So you got to be really diligent about how you approach that. You can't just name it like you would any Joe Blow. So, and they're confident in that. They know that. So they're not worried. But the illusion is ending. And we're able to see these cracks way more than we were ever used to be able to. And it's just like getting more and more. The more that time goes on, like 2024 was the last year of things, information coming at a drip consistency. Now it's like no longer a drip, it's like a continuous stream. It's not a waterfall yet, but it is a continuous stream. And honestly, as the year progresses, it's just going to keep getting more and more and more until it's a flood. Okay. So because this person trusts no one, I believe she's the blackmailer. And that's why she feels so confident, because of the blackmail. She holds all of the blackmail information, videos, whatever it is. That's why she's so confident. So what is happening for this illusion to end? Let's get some minis for this. What is happening that is facilitating this illusion being exposed? 2 cards. Democrat. I don't understand this element because I don't understand politics. I'm not into that. And regret in reverse, so no remorse. Okay, so one of the things is their callousness and their disregard for other things. So that can immediately let you know that what team they play for, if you will. And I feel like the Democrat card is just letting us know that yes, it is teams, one against the other. Like, they're all in competition with each other. Even if you're part of the same team, you're actually not part of the team. And there's no remorse. They're completely callous. And that is what is making this illusion end for people, is because they're witnessing the way their actions are and not focusing so much on what they say, because for years politicians, they talk the big talk but they rarely ever back it up, and like we're used to that now. That's like a norm. And so when their behavior is so fucking evil, we take notice to that quite quickly, and that they can't even help. And that is what's slowly aiding to the truth being out. Anything else that is contributing to this illusion being dismantled? A ride in reverse, so people doing nothing about injustices. And then we've got health issues upright. So the consequences of all of this darkness, and those consequences are like drug addiction, suicide, mental health problems, all of the struggles that the real world, you and me and everybody have like either been through firsthand or know or have loved ones that have, or it's in your community. You know, we see these people in power have no remorse for not doing anything. It doesn't add up. What comes out of their mouth is not what they show. And it's like, people are realizing, like, holy crap. Okay, I'm going to put these minis back. Put these back, and we'll go on to the next card. This is going to be a long one for you guys. I know some of you are really happy about that. I hope it's most of you. But if not, that's okay too. I get it. It's, if you're living your life, you got stuff going on, I get it. Like, long form content is not always realistic. But in all honesty, I can't do these readings short. I just won't be able to do it justice. No pun intended. At all, actually. Okay. They were all facing the wrong way, so. Okay. So the whistleblower, one voice ignites a firestorm, and we got two, so the fallout of a scandal. So give me two cards about this scandal. Thank you. The Page of Swords again. Vigilancy. The Three of Cups. Oh. Again. I shuffled that. Like, you may have not seen it, but you heard it. I shuffled it. Okay, so the fallout of a scandal. Collaboration, working together as a team for a common goal. And relentlessness. So let's get one more card. Give me one more card for this. Oh God, they gave me three. So, Ace of Wands, which is the start of a new project. The Two of Wands, which is choice. So choosing sides. And then we have the Queen of Cups, which is emotionally balanced and nurturing and caring person. So okay. Somebody who was a part of this team. Okay? And I'm not saying that this person is bad. This person did not know who she was working for at all, which was by design. Started to realize that she had to be vigilant and watch her back because things were not feeling right to her. There was a project and she needed to choose sides. So she chose the right side. And now she was in it. She is the witness. She was the one paying off these people. They got her to pay off these people. And because she was asked to do that, it makes her part of it. So she has tremendous guilt about this. But she chose the right thing to do. Allegedly, my opinion. Don't know who this person is. If anybody has an inkling as to who this could be, let me know. And I can do a deeper read. Okay, just shuffling. Okay, the Investigator's Haven. A solid foundation for cracking the case. And we've got the Nine of Pentacles that fell out for that. This is about abundance and self-worth. So, and being rewarded for your efforts. Okay. And then gridlock between legal teams or investigators. Give me 2 or 3 cards about this. Thank you. Thank you. Sun in reverse. We got 2. All right. Oh, Justice. Upright. The Sun in reverse. And getting caught out. 7 of Swords in reverse. So, gridlock between legal teams or investigators. So this is pointing to the people that are working behind the scenes and not letting certain... This is like the prosecution. This is the prosecution, the DA's office, and the police. Allegedly, my opinion. So we just talked about the truth being revealed from this whistleblower. And that's the solid foundation. And in order for this to make any difference, the people that control where it goes need to be accountable. Justice upright is accountability. Getting caught out, being exposed. And this card is specifically speaking to the people, the Queen of Diamonds, which was the Master of Deceit. So this card is referencing this person feeling so safe because she was the one blackmailing people. Well, she met her match with the second female, who was the physical person making the payments from her direction, but she chose the light side. And so this person is going to be the Sun in reverse. Wow. Okay, guys, that's it for this reading. I hope this served you well, and I will see you next time.